there, YouTube land. I am back with another video, and on today's video, it is just a color update. So this is Supernova's hair from Aliexpress. It is Brazilian straight. This unit consists of almost 3 bundles, and then I have a 5x5 closure. I did switch out the closures from my last video that I made. It was a 4x4. It was about 18 inches, I believe. And so this is a 5x5 closure, and this is 16 inches. But on to the majority of the hair, which is the Supernova hair, is the color update. And the color, if you can kind of see, I'm not really sure it's going to really pick up on my phone that I'm using, is I have it right here, the Adores African Violet. I had worked with African Violet before, but I also, just to back it up, got that Royal Navy. I tested out Royal Navy on the closure, and it was a bit too dark. Adores colors, you kind of have to, there's a learning curve to them because it can come up, it can be really concentrated in certain moments. So I did that color, and I did it with the tester piece. The tester piece was almost like jet black, but when you went out into the light, it was like a dark, deep navy color. And I wanted more of like a regular wash jean kind of denim blue kind of color. So I kind of scratched that off. I did another tester piece. I added some conditioner to that mixture and tried it again, and it was nice, but I still wanted it to be purpley as well. So I kind of skipped the Royal Navy, and I just went back to my old faithful of African Violet. I have used African Violet before. I will put a link in this video to when I used African Violet before. I believe it was my Purple Haze video. But I used that to get the majority of this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous purple. You can't really see it in this light, but it picks up. It's almost glowing when it's like in sunlight, and it is that really gorgeous balance of blue but purple. It's majority purple, but it's still kind of blue-esque and really cool toned. The reason why you see some of these, like, you see some of this blonde still picking out, is because I thought I was gonna quickly put it all on, the color all on, and then rinse it out, so whatever got hit would kind of like turn silvery. But I just let it sit in here because I also see with like a lot of purples is a lot of people get that banding where it's blonde, they're the natural hair color, then blonde, then the purple or whatever color, and that did happen to me in this instant. But it didn't happen on the outer sides of the hair, which I was really like worried that it was going to happen to, because that color's not sitting as long. And that's the other reason actually why I bought the Royal Navy, is because I would see that banding, and I know, you know, if it didn't sit in long enough, it wouldn't take to the hair. So I knew I was trying to go for maybe an ombre kind of color, so I would start out with the Royal Navy and it would fade into the purple. But I was really rushing because my mother's birthday was coming up in a few days to make this unit, so I was really rushing to get this color out. Unfortunately, actually didn't get to make this unit for her birthday, but luckily I had made another unit, curled it, and it was this exact same hair but just in 22 inches, and it wasn't colored. So that was kind of like a nice backup that I had. But let me start from square one here. So I was obsessed. I was rushing and obsessed with getting this hair as blonde as possible, and I did indeed damage this hair. This hair does shed a lot after I've colored it, and that's all on me. And it's not shedding from the weft, it's breaking off. So that's what the shedding is coming from, is the breakage of me once again pushing this hair to the edge, not taking my time. I was just putting on the bleach, not really watching it. I was literally watching like Netflix and stuff, not really paying attention to it. I had put foils on this hair, so that was a heat conductor, and this hair actually started smoking because there was so much heat involved. It didn't melt or anything, but it was smoking a lot. So there was actually, I did cut off 2 inches of this hair. This was originally a 24 inch and it's about a 22 now. But I did cut off 2 inches, but there was a patch in the middle. I should have taken a picture, but there was a patch in the middle of the hair where it had really over processed the hair, and some of the hair got gummy and some of it broke off. So some of the hair in the back, I'm not really sure where. Some of the hair in the back, there's like short pieces. But everybody, please take your time when you are trying to lift the hair. 40 volume, I know it can be easy and simple and you can get it boom, bam, boom. But a lot of the times, I was like really obsessed with trying to get this hair white. And I didn't take my time and I rushed it. And it got white, but it also got really damaged. And that was because I was leaving it on for an excessive amount of time, and I wasn't watching it. But this hair can lift quite blonde. It can lift quite blonde. It didn't do it on the first try, and I really was pushing this hair to the limit, trying to get it to this color. But it indeed did lift to the blonde that I desired, so I could achieve this color. I know this is kind of all over the place. I did initially, so I was trying to do the ombre where it was the navy blue into the purple, and I tried to do that at the top of the closure here, but it ended up being two-toned. Because I was over it at some point. So it was literally like navy blue, aqua blue, and then purple on the ends. I wasn't feeling that. The color came out nice, and that was the whole purpose of this. I did have a backup. This hair holds a really nice curl. With the other unit, my mom had actually put that on, went out to the rain. Hair got wet, but it still had curls in it. And they were nice. It literally like turned into like loose curls. There was no frizzing or any of that kind of stuff. So this is some bomb hair.